family of deer walk the cliff edge, overlooking the rocky shore. I follow their hoofprints in the mud. I want to ask them about this place. I want to know the deeper truths that only animals understand, but they just run away. They don't talk to strangers. I'm a stranger here. My name's Scrappers. I'm visiting from Portland, Oregon. Adam is from Huntington Beach. Corey is from Costa Mesa. Manny is a recent transplant to New Jersey from Honolulu. Jess is from Babylon. Different part of Long Island, but a world away. James has lived here his whole life. He's got the word Montauk tattooed across his back shoulders in Old English. He seems like a thug, but he's really a teddy bear with sailor's tattoos. And he's our guide to the saltiest side of New York. We've come together to do a story about surfing in Montauk. And although we caught some pretty good waves on the first morning, the Atlantic Ocean calms to a lake for the rest of the week. The waves stop and our adventure begins. What do you do when your plans fall apart, when you have no idea what comes next? I guess you just go with the flow. We followed James to an abandoned building on the bay. It was crumbling into the marsh as nature took it back. We explored the building like little children. We made art, climbed on things, we stepped in bird poop. We loved it, and we wanted more. So James took us to the craziest abandoned building in town, Camp Hero.
When we used to come in here when we were little, there was Doberman pinchers, and the security guard who lived here would just release the hounds on us and just chase us all around the property. The new show Stranger Things is based on this place that we're in right now. The government came in, they kidnapped kids, and they would do tests on them like mind control, like telepathy, time travel, and the Montauk Beast.
What's the Montauk Beast?
So apparently, through this dimension that they made this portal, and through the dimension, which would be the upside down on the show Stranger Things, came this beast, and it would terrorize the town and all the animals. And it was said that all the animals in town were acting funny. All the deer came running straight through town, down Main Street, and it was fleeing because animals know first. They have that extra instinct. I think it was a Sasquatch looking kind of beast. The one that they depict on the show is a little bit more terrifying.
What if the stories were true? I mean, what if all those weird experiments happened? What if there was a portal? And what if you could cross through it? Would you go? I think if I had some real life adventure buddies, some friends that wanted to get into some crazy shit, I would totally go. Back at the house, we build a fire and warm up. We eat some snacks, play with our phones, and make art. It's nice to make art when there's nothing else to do. I mean, the pressure's off, so you can just get lost in it. Montauk Brewing Company is just down the road from the house we're staying at. It's the smallest brewery I've ever been into. Vaughn, one of the founders, shows us around. He calls it their test kitchen. They brew small batches, and if people love what they're making in the tap room, they make more of it. The kind of control they have over quality and consistency is pretty remarkable. They're definitely having fun. Down the road from the brewery is Grain Surfboards. We meet up with Brian, and he shows us the awesome wooden surfboards that they have. Wooden surfboards are harder to make than styrofoam surfboards, but they're way better for the environment. Brian tells us that this particular resin that they're using has something like 40% tree sap in it. Adam falls in love, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna bite into one of the boards, but he controls himself. There's still no waves, so we go on a hike, and we come across this place called the Walking Dunes. The dunes don't actually walk, but the wind blows so hard that these 80-foot high dunes move like 3.5 feet a day. The funny thing about dumb ideas is they're usually kind of fun. I get a couple good rides, Manny gets an okay one. Even Jess gets a ride. It's not the most graceful landing, but I think she pulled it off. We've come to this place to surf, but there are no waves. I guess the opportunity here is to make a couple waves of our own.
Hey guys! Hey, give me a kiss! Give me a big sloppy kiss!
And then everything changes. We get up on the last day to leave town, and the waves are back, and big and badass. A beast of a seal pops out of the silver water. It swims over to our friends. It raises a flipper to them. It's not saying hi. It's saying, get the fuck out of here. It's time to go. The seal was kind enough to share this place with us, but it wants its home back now. We are the strangest things here.
Just like, yeah, oh my god, oh, that's the best Jimmy. Ever. Oh, look at it, you're in that thing. Oh my god.
We were so thankful that he shared his secret spot. He took us there and took some photos of me and my friends.
That's
and
nice.
yeah.